All right, today's video is going to be a little bit different because we're going to be talking about what it took to put the building up in video. In other words, I videoed the process all along. Even while I had COVID, I was running the video to kind of give you guys an idea of what all it took to put the building in play. So, what we're going to be starting off with is July the 11th, whenever I first started talking about this, all the way out through November 5th, when this building was complete. So, enjoy the video. I'm going to be talking to you a little bit throughout that, but here we go. All right, so what we're doing is we're marking up trees that we're going to keep, not the ones we're going to cut down, because quite frankly, there's a lot of cutting that's going to end up being done here. So we're just going to mark the ones we want to keep. We're not keeping very many because we're going to be cutting a big section out of this back here. And tomorrow he shows up to start knocking down trees. We'll see how that looks in the morning. All went according to plan. If you've done anything with any kind of planning, you know that's not the truth. We did have issues that happened when we called up our buddy TJ Farrow to come over here and clear the lot. We had a couple of equipment failures. We had a tire blowout on his trailer at one point. And so it slowed up the process of getting the lot cleared. And yes, it did bother me knocking down all those trees. But at the same time, it was also kind of cool because here is progress being made to us finally being able to get the building up the way we needed. So that got done, and then when I thought the plan was really going awry, it really went awry. On July 24th-ish, I contracted COVID without my knowledge or forethought or even desire, and I was down pretty much for 4 weeks. I won't say completely down because I did manage to go out and videotape the guys doing the concrete pours with pneumonia. So that's my dedication to showing you guys what we do around here. But man, that one sucked. All right, I'm not really all that well. I'm sitting out here on the porch watching them pour the concrete. I'm gonna switch my, you can kind of see what they're up to. That's our small 24 by 24 shop. They'll pour the 36 by 30 on Tuesday. As of yet, I do not have a contractor. I still feel crappy. I have COVID-19. Not enjoying this at all. I am not a sitter, I am a doer. And this is driving me crazy to just sit here. So the concrete work started on July 27th. Approvals were a bear because, as I mentioned, I had pneumonia. Walking the 50 yards from the house over to the structure was an absolute agony. Even so, we managed to get everything done by August 10th due to rain days and things like that. Then we had to wait for curing. Oh, and moving from our place on Ridgemont over here to Blanchard, that kind of got in the way too. Under normal circumstances, the permitting would have taken 7 to 10 business days. Due to COVID, at the planning office, ours took 4 weeks, which put us in a position where we were very close to being caught by the brand new 60% rule that they were putting in here in our county. If you want to talk about that kind of stuff, go back and look at our video from last week. We'll put a link in the section below us down here, also below the video right now where this is at. But I'll tell you what, the building, this that you're seeing right now, this was the bright spot in all of it. The building went up in 1.5 days, and these guys were true professionals. They were out here working from sunup to literally sundown doing the job. I was completely impressed with the metal building we had done. So, the best thing I can tell you is, things are looking up. So this is it. This is the building. We're on the, what I would call the front side of what we now call Studio B. I am ecstatic. I am so stoked. You wouldn't believe the weight that has been lifted off of my shoulders by having this sucker right here behind me up and ready to go. So there are still things that we're going to be doing, and if you want to see those things, put a comment in the section below on, we're going to be doing electrical, we're going to be doing drywall, we're going to be doing insulation. And with one of these type buildings, there's a little bit of different way of looking at insulation than you might think. So if you're interested in seeing that, let us know in the comments. We may not do it as a normal episode, we might do it as just a standard plain old episode. And while you're thinking about that, go ahead and check out our Patreon account. At the $10 a month level, you get monthly meetings with me on Zoom. We do tech Q&A. We have a lot of fun. We'll have anywhere from 4 to 25 people show up, and I'll try to get as many of those folks talked to about tech stuff that they have questions on as I possibly can once a month. And we also now have tech videos that we're doing monthly. Our dear Andrew is putting those together and theoretically putting them out on our account for that. He hasn't put one up for October yet, so that's actually not his fault, probably as much my fault as anyone else's, but I'm still going to blame Andrew because he is the employee. Also, subscribe to the channel. YouTube has changed their algorithm system yet again about 6 months ago, and it has negatively affected us in a huge way. I was looking at the numbers today. We're down about 100,000 views a month because of what they did. We didn't change anything in what we did. YouTube changed the way they saw our stuff. So, yippee skippy, we get, I was going to say a nasty word, but you can figure out what that word probably is. Anyway, if you subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notification. If you don't click the bell for notification, you will not find out anything about what we've got going on out here in the wider world of Autorestomod and Men Mechanic. And if you do that, you'll get all the tech information you need. It'll be sent right to your email box. Finally, the last thing I want to say is be kind to each other, love each other, treat each other nice. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you next time on Autorestomod. Now, the reason Cam is not here today is because we're filming this on a Monday, and Cam doesn't work except on Saturdays. Sometimes he doesn't even work on Saturdays when he's here, but you know, it's Cam. He's not here to defend himself, so I can say nasty things about him, and he won't really make a comment because he's not here to make a comment. He might put a comment in the section below, like you should, about whether you miss Cam today or not. I mean, I miss him, because, you know, a lot of times I just throw all the nasty work off on him. So, he's a very crafty dude. Kind of worries me. Good ideas. Very dirty mind, though. Very frighteningly so.